got scared. People were scared to have sex with me. They were. And, you know, I didn't get mad. You can't get mad at them for that. You know, you can only say, okay, that's your choice. But I've given you a choice. I've told you I'm positive. Now you have the power whether you want to be with me or not. And that's what I did. So, you know, and a lot of people respected me for that. They respected that I was so open with it. But also, let me tell you something. How many of y'all, show hands, and I'm not going to, no judging, no judging. How many of y'all have had a one-night stand before?
I won't look.
Yeah, just, it's okay. Just, you know, it's all good. Okay, so, let's say. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, a lot of times, I remember. How do you know that that person wasn't HIV positive? They didn't tell you, right? So, let's say I took a trip home. I had sex. We had sex, whatever. And, you know, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. A one-night stand, right? So, we had sex and he left. I didn't tell him. He didn't have to know. How many people have ever thought that they've had sex with somebody who's positive? How do you know? If they're not open with it, if they haven't told you. Did you ask? Hey, when's the last time you were tested? I'm sorry, don't make me feel weird because I asked you that question. I just want to know because I'm looking out for me. So, next question. When dating, how did you tell your future boyfriend you were HIV positive? How did they react?
Future husband, really? They not ready.
She's all proud.
Well-written question.
Yes, it was. Well, honey, how about you take that?
Ooh, everyone turns around.
So he just told me. I mean, he's always been very open and honest about it, and I appreciate that level of honesty. Does that answer the question?
But aren't you scared?
Of what? Of what? I mean, you can catch things just walking out this door that can kill you just as quick, actually quicker than HIV. So, you know, just a matter of protecting yourself and being honest with each other. I mean, all sexual relationships should be open and honest anyhow. Yeah, I do got all the answers.
Brownie points. You're not going to catch tonight. Please stand up and state your name.
Okay, my name is Christina.
Hi, Christina.
Hi. I missed most of the video.
Sorry, go ahead.
I missed most of the video, but I wanted to know if you can still kiss if you have HIV. You can?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes, the likelihood of HIV transmission through kissing is highly unlikely. Highly. Okay, let's say I kissed you,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know, all down and dirty, all up in your mouth.
Right.
What did you say?
Nothing?
God, students today are weird. No, you'd have to have a cut in your mouth, and so would I. I mean, it's very unlikely. Like, if you had a cut, it would have to be gushing blood. And, like, the likelihood, you have to share a gallon of spit. A gallon. Bless you.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You'd have to share a gallon of spit for HIV transmission. So, can you kiss me for like 16 hours so I can give you HIV? But yes. Oh, Lordy. Well, oh, someone took notes on the film. Okay.
It's on.
What's the use in writing?
What's the
Everybody's
difference
telling
between
what
how
they
you
do.
felt after and before your diagnosis? You mean like physically? Nothing. I was lucky. I was very lucky. I had my symptoms. I mean, because that's a tricky question. Okay, so you're asking my difference between how I felt physically before and physically after. Actually, afterwards, I felt better. Because it kind of makes you realize what you have, and it kind of makes you realize how much you're worth. And I didn't realize that before. Yes, ma'am. Can you stand up and state your name?
I'm on.
Thank you.
The day that you were sick, do you think it was related to your diagnosis, or was it just luck? Or?
I think it was related. When I was sick, throwing up on my statin sheets. Yeah, I think that was my body telling me you have HIV and I'm trying to get rid of it.
Is that a normal?
That's a normal reaction. A lot of people get when they're HIV positive. It's the first time their body is actually dealing with the virus. Their body starts to try to get rid of it.
It's like amplified flu symptoms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry, young lady. Did you have a question?
Yeah.
Can you stand up and state your name? Can you? Okay, look. Everybody, stand up and state your name. Can you ask the question? All right, go ahead.
My name is Shreya,
Hi,
and
Shrek.
hi. Do you think that, when you got diagnosed, and you said you made it realize how much you were worth, do you kind of consider it like a blessing? I mean, I know it's not a blessing to get sick, but like all the things you realized from it, like how it changed your life in such a positive way.
That's a very good question.
It is.
You must be a graduate student. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's actually, I will agree with you in saying that. I mean, you're right, HIV isn't a blessing. You know, a lot of people called bug chasers actually go and try to find HIV and they try to get infected with HIV. Yeah, and they try to, some of them try to infect others as well.
Yeah, that's.
By giving them the gift. They call it the gift. So, like, let's say, you know, I had sex with somebody and I let them know, like, welcome to the world of HIV, here's your gift.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, you know, it's not, some people aren't intentionally infecting people, some people are. So you have to watch yourselves, you know. That's what I talk about when you go out, you go drinking, you go, you know, smoking whatever you smoke. But, you know, watch yourselves. It's really important. Just curious. That's cute. How much does the HIV medication cost? Well, very good question. My medication costs $1,800 a month. Right, right. Okay. Like I live in Laurel, Maryland. Okay. All right, but no, seriously. But there are programs out there. $1,800 a month. So that's 30 pills. But I got really lucky. I found Medco, which is a pharmaceutical, which is a mail delivery pharmaceutical. So if you go online and you see your doctor and they give you a prescription and you go online, you send the prescription in, they send you back the medication by mail, via mail. But the deductions that they give me are awesome. Now I pay $190, $200 for 90 days worth of pills. So 90 days worth. So 3 months, I pay $200 for my HIV medications and others too, supplements and stuff like that.
But that's not available to everyone?
That is available to anyone, I think.
Through health insurance.
Through health insurance, yeah. So I got good health insurance. I'm a federal government employee. I got good health insurance. Yeah. See, that's the thing. You have to
have health insurance. Yeah.
apply for federal jobs as soon as possible. Don't work it out. All right. How do you maintain a healthy sex life while having HIV? Well, how do you maintain a healthy sex life without HIV?
Question.
There you go. There you go. Every single time that I have sex, I wrap it up. You know, you. This is a girl. Oh, it's you in the back. Yeah, I was doing good hair. I was like. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, I maintain a healthy sex life by wrapping it up, and as all of you should too. You and then you.
Okay,
Oh, she stood up.
Ashley, and I had 2 questions.
Yes.
One, like, is there like a way that people that are HIV positive can find other people that are HIV positive and like start relationships, almost like a dating?
Almost like a Match.com kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are websites out there that actually do deal with that, and they do kind of like Match.com or whatever. But you know, people have this misconception. I want to make sure that I make this clear that if you're HIV positive and you're having sex with an HIV positive person as well, so you both are having sex and you both are HIV positive, Just because of that does not mean that you should not use a condom.
Because one of them can make you sicker. Their strain can make you.
Very good. Very good. Or you can get hepatitis C, which is not good either. It's really nasty. Huh?
What's that?
Honey, would you like to take that?
Sure. So there are 3 or 4 different types of hepatitis: hepatitis A, B, and C. Hepatitis C is most commonly spread. In fact, anyone have a tattoo? Okay. Piercings?
Piercings?
Okay, you're all susceptible to hepatitis C, right? Because it's a very easily spread bloodborne virus. It's actually more easily spread than HIV. HIV is actually a pretty wimpy virus. If you leave it out too long, exposed to air, it actually dies. Hepatitis does not. Hepatitis will live for years on surfaces. So it's another bloodborne virus. It's quite as prevalent in DC, in the DC area, as HIV. And it causes liver malfunction after years of progression. Right.
I get no tattoo.
Like, we're vaccinated for hepatitis.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry, it's not
having
on tetanus,
AB.
it's from the needle.
Oh.
But not C. There's no cure for C.
Yeah.
Once you get it, you get it.
Right. There's treatment for it, but no.
Yeah, there's treatment for it, but yeah.
I mean, never.
Okay, so next question. Did anyone ever react negatively when you told them you have HIV? Yes. I told my lesbian cousin, because I thought she was down. I thought she was cool, right? Told her, I said, you know, I need to tell you something, cousin. Got HIV. It's okay, Justin, I got you. She gave me a hug. It was all good. At least I thought it was all good. Until she told her mother, who then told my mother. See, I didn't get a chance to tell my mom that I had HIV. Somebody did that for me. And that is a huge no-no. I mean, it's just something that you shouldn't do. That's my mom. Huh? Yes?
Why did you tell your father but not your mother?
I was going to. I was going to tell my mom, but in due time. See, me and my mom, she's like my best friend. So I had to get more strength to go and I had to grow some bigger balls. You know, I was like, you know, hey mom, I'll tell you what happened. My brother called me up, and he was crying, and I said, what the hell's wrong with you? What's going on? Everybody's crying over here. My whole, like, that half of the family was over my mother's house. They were crying. And I said, what's going on? She said, we heard you had AIDS. And I said, well, technically, no. I don't have AIDS. So I was trying not to lie. I wasn't lying because I don't have AIDS. I have HIV, but I didn't say that. So it's like, I technically don't have AIDS. Do you have HIV, Justin? Stop me. I'm like, yeah, I've got HIV. And then just, tears. Put me on speakerphone. I said, cut please. I told him to put me on speaker. I said, put me on speaker. I said, all y'all are crying over there. I need your support. I need you to not cry for me. I need you to be strong with me. I need your support. Okay. That was it. It took them a while, but they got used to it, and it's fine. It's okay. When I get sick and I put it on my Facebook status, the first one's, you okay, honey? What's going on? I'm like, I'm fine, I'm all right, I'm good, I'm cool. But, yeah, so now everything's okay. And they accept it, and they love me. And that's the kind of support I need.
Because even if he gets a common cold, we're really worried.
Yes, they are obnoxiously worried.
So don't say nothing on Facebook.
You know what? That's okay. I'll just block you. How do you afford medication like that every day? Well, I kind of already said it. So
that was my question.
That was your question. Did I answer it?
Somebody already said it. Can I ask another one?
Huh?
She's not a...
She said you answered that one. Can she ask another?
Oh,
Stand up.
Sure, you have to stand up and say your name again.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
again.
I'm actually, and I want to know, like, what about oral sex? Like, what would
Oral
you
sex?
say for, yeah.
What would I say for oral sex? Well, it's good.
We'll enjoy it.
I think a lot of females don't realize that you can still get stuff from people ejaculating in your mouth.
Yeah, you can still get HIV from people ejaculating in your mouth.
What about girl ejaculating?
You can still get HIV from anybody in that
You want her?
Can you take that?
Yeah, sure.
Go
When
ahead.
it comes to oral sex, it's actually pretty rare to transmit HIV.
Yes.
Either whomever, whatever gender. But of course, all other sexually transmitted infections are actually really easy to get, like chlamydia, gonorrhea. You can now get HPV in the back of your throat. So HIV is rare, but again, like he mentioned before, in terms of if there's presence of blood.
Yeah.
So you know, a lot of times they tell you not to brush your teeth before you're going down on your partner.
Yeah, because when you brush your teeth, you put swords
You're
in
just
your mouth.
basically like opening up those membranes. So yeah, keep it clean, but chew some gum instead.
Oh, and use mouthwash afterwards. You don't know where it has been. I'm just saying. How many times do you have to have sex with an HIV positive person to contract it? Once. Once. Once is all it takes. That's all. That was an easy question. All right. Was your family supportive? I think I answered that question. Do you go to church, believe in God? How often do you check your T cells?
Wow.
I love how wait, so this is funny. Wait, so this is funny, right? So this is funny, right? None of these questions have anything to do with each other. Who's the brave soul? Can I ask you? Okay. Well, it depends on what you mean by church. No, I'm just kidding. I do believe in God. I do believe in God. So, is that?
Yeah,
that's good. Okay. How often do you check your T cells? Well, I check my T cells about once every 3 months when I keep my appointments, because I sometimes tend to forget my appointments. But that's the bad thing. When you're positive, you have to keep your appointments, because they say that someone who does not keep their appointments usually lives less than someone who does. So you have to keep your appointments because you have to always make sure you check those T cell counts and check the viral load. You never know when something will come up. All right. How early would you suggest to get children aware of safe sex? When they learn to crawl? No. No, I'm totally joking. Don't you tell them. Cut that. But no, seriously, I think that I have to say that I was given my first condom at 13. My father said, "Here you go. You're responsible." And I was like, I mean, how do I put it on? I don't know. So I was like, let me put a beanie cap on. You know, but I was right. It's my little do-rag. But preferably non-lubricated if you tend to do that. Yeah, ew, right? So, I mean, honestly, when puberty starts, because puberty is when your hormones start going on, y'all start like, oh wow, like I said before, she got a phone.
It's okay.
Wow.
It's all good.
I like them. They're awesome. All right. How did your parents react? I already did that. When did you and your husband meet? We met at, and this is really bad, we met at a bar. But it was a fundraiser at the bar, so I have an excuse. I mean, I was drinking a lot, but it was a fundraiser. Wait. Oh, we met in 2005, six. It's 6. Yeah. So next question. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Stand up.
Yes. Please.
Shreya.
Yes.
And when you said you were open with your sexuality, when exactly did you know that you were gay, and how did your parents react?
I knew ever since I was little I was different. I knew ever since my first memory. I was like, something's wrong with me. Something's different. I don't know. I thought something was wrong with me. I was like, okay. And then I realized what gay was. So I was like, what the hell is gay? And then I looked it up in the dictionary. Not gay. No, you know, it was like, I'm not gay. But like, but honestly, yeah, right, exactly. Skill me.
How you doing?
But yeah, I mean, I knew ever since I was little. And I think my father told me when I got older that someone had told him that I was gay. Someone said that, you know, I think Justin might be gay. He never told me who that person was. He's like, I will never tell you who it is. So it's obviously a family member. Love you guys. So yeah, and my mother, I called her on the phone. Because sometimes it's better to call her when not to actually come over. Because she lives 2.5 hours away from me, so I am not trekking all that way just to say I'm gay. So, so she took it. She said, "Okay, well, honey, as long as you're happy." That's all she said.
Awesome.
As long as you're happy.
Awesome.
And I said, "Thank you," and I cried. And I said, "I gotta go. I'll talk to you later." And then at the time, I was living with my dad. His reaction was a little different. He did not approve. He and I had fights about it a lot. And that was one of the main contributors, I think, that I left the house at 19. Yeah, but you know, he got over it. You know, he's getting older. It's like, because no, seriously, like, you know, you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gay and your parents shun you, okay, that's cool. That's fine. No problem. When they get older, who do you think they turn to for help? Who do you think they might turn to for help? Oh, I'm sorry, you're our only child. You're gone. You've turned me away. You've lowered my self-esteem. Why should I help you? Get it? All right.
And there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, he was just always that way.
It's
so-
always that way. Like, when you said I was little, you even knew it when I was little. Well, no, you told my mom I was going to be a stage actor or something. It was.
Well, you like to play with dolls and stuff.
I did not like to play with dolls. I had G.I. Joes. So that would explain why I was gay. Okay. So, did you contact the people you had been active with to let them know that you were positive? Ooh. Who asked this question? Oh, very good. Actually, those that I knew, because yeah, I was literally like, you know, Daddy was a Rolling Stone. I was out there like crazy. All the people that I knew of that I was contact with, that I was, you know, continuously and having sexual contact with, I did. And I came out openly, like on the internet, on YouTube, and you know, anybody can access YouTube. It's a worldwide thing. So if they don't know, they know now. All right.
I have one. Oh, sorry, right before that one.
How about you?
Yeah,
Can you
just-
stand up and say your name?
Yeah, my name is Thompson.
Thompson.
Yeah, just to follow up on that, like, so when you told them, like, how did they respond to that?
Which one?
Like,
My parents?
No,
the
your
people that
partners.
you
Oh,
were
the
in
people?
contact with.
Oh, it was really tough. So the first comment that I got from YouTube,
No, you doing YouTube, or you talking about when you told people?
I mean, like, did you ever tell? I
I
mean,
want to hear about you.
well, kind of like two questions. Like, one, I want to know what happened on YouTube, but like, first, like, did you ever tell anybody like face to face?
yes. Oh yeah, definitely. I was very upfront with it. And the reactions I got were mixed. Man, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, I fucking found out like 2 days ago. You know, it's like, what? But like some people were like, really? Wow, thank you for telling me. I need to go get tested. And actually, I took one guy who I have a pretty good idea that he was the one who infected me. I called him up and I said, hey, what's up, man? He lives in Arlington, Virginia. He said, what's going on? I said, well, you know, he said, you want me to come over? I'm like, yeah, baby, yeah, I want you to come over. Okay. Came over, told him I was positive, and I said, I need you to go with me to go to the clinic to go see if you're positive. He said, what? I said, yeah, I want you to go to the clinic with me to see if you're positive. He said, I don't know. I said, well, we're getting in the car. Either out now or you come with me willingly. So, I didn't really say that though, but wham! No, so he came with me and he found out that he was positive.
Oh, wow.
And he cried in my arms. I was the one holding him this time. I was holding somebody else this time. And he said, thank you. All right, you. Now.
My name is Shire and I forgot my question.
Well, there you go. I'll come back to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
So I put my first video up, and I said, "This is my first entry." I was like, "Hi, I'm Justin B. Smith, and I'm HIV positive." Now that I'm married to Justin B. Terry Smith, I don't know if you got confused about that, but I was like, "I'm HIV positive." First comment that I got was so encouraging. So you got poked with a dirty so what? I was like,
no.
It wasn't dirty. I washed it. No, it was. No, so I thought about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, should I take this video down? But then, like 2 minutes later, I got a good positive feedback. I got somebody who said, oh, I love this. That's so courageous of you. I'm going to be following your blog. Blah 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 blah. Then another. And I said, you know what, this is really helping, I think. So I started making Justin's HIV Journal. I made it into a huge blog to where people can see what I have to go through, what others have to go through, being HIV positive. Do you remember your question?
I got another one. How did you find any difficulties, like when you were looking for jobs or something? And did they ever ask, or did you ever have to tell them?
That's a good question. Actually, you know what? I disclosed to my work that I was HIV positive. And since I work for the federal government, I'm not saying y'all do it if you are, but I'm just saying I did. Because for a federal government employee, you're protected. You have a lot of protections. I could come out and say I'm HIV positive and nothing will happen to me. But I said to my supervisor, there's certain things that I need from you. I kind of need to be able to snack during the day in case I forget my meds in the morning. I need to be able to take it with food. I can have a lunch hour, but I need to be able to snack throughout the day. Because you see, your body wasn't meant to fight off a virus for its whole life. So basically, your body's losing nutrients every single day. It's losing things that you normally would just have in your body. So I eat like I have 4 meals a day, and my husband cooks for me. So yeah, but you had a question too.
I was just going to ask if you keep track of how close we are to finding a cure or anything, or do you do any research when you have free time?
I try to, and it's really hard sometimes to actually get in there and get the truth because everybody's reporting something different. There is this one pill called Truvada that I take. That was the. What happened?
They said they just read about it.
You just read about it? Yeah. Okay. Well, guess what? You're gonna tell me what you read. All 3 of you stand up. So I'm gonna start from right to left.
I think I read in the Washington Post maybe, or maybe it was CNN.com, that it's one of the pills that they're thinking maybe actually cure for HIV. Like they think like because some people took it and it significantly like reduced. I'm not sure of like the fine like words because I'm not really into science, but I know that it says that it reduces like the HIV virus or something along those lines.
Okay. What did you hear?
What I saw was just that it reduces your chances by like 75% or something.
Okay.
I saw it on the headlines on MSN.com or whatever, and it's blue from what I saw.
I like how she like.
And you take it before you have sex. I mean, I think, and it reduces your chances of.
Yeah, I thought of it more as a preventative than a cure.
Yeah, and it's something you take after.
Yeah, so there was a report that came out about 2 weeks ago that demonstrated Truvada.
So we have that mentality. So then also on top of that, you have the black church saying being gay is wrong. It's a sin. You're dirty. You're going to hell. Like, besides that, but you know, when somebody constantly tells you that, what is that doing to your self-esteem? That's lowering it, lowering it, lowering it. You're not thinking much of yourself at all. So if I'm going to hell, oh well, yeah, seriously. So, you know, that's the thing. You know, it stems back, because when as being, this is just my opinion, when black people were slaves, the spot that they went to congregate, to be themselves, to actually say, well, you know, my master's not going to be here. I know I can go to this place. It's home to me. It's where I've always been. That is home to me. Where is that place, do you think? Church. Right, church. So it's been that way for a long time. So when you go to this place that you feel the spirit and you're rolling on the ground and doing flips and stuff, you know, whatever, it's all good. Or just praying silently, like, you know. But you feel home there. But when they tell you that you don't belong there because you're gay, it's not right. It isn't right. And the next time that, you know, you call somebody, if ever, think about what you're doing to them with their self-esteem. You're killing them inside. So is there any more questions? Yes. You still have to stand up.
Okay, I still do.
You don't have to say any of these things.
Okay. Well, in high school, we had someone come in and talk to us who was HIV positive, and they were gay as well. So do you think there's like a perceived notion that among the gay population, HIV is really prevalent, or I mean, is there like a higher chance of getting it if like there isn't?
No. But as you saw in the film, it said, what is the fastest, thank you.
Black women in
Black
particular.
women
Black women in particular.
Black women in
Are
particular.
very
Black
susceptible.
women in particular, yep.
Yes. So I don't think that there's a notion out there. I mean, there is a notion, but there shouldn't be. Now, I know that you had your question. Right, so.
Okay.
Justin,
Yeah.
real quick before we move from the last one, in America, in the United States, it's spread most amongst gay men, in particular white gay men.
It's so sad to say that.
Yeah.
Do you have a question?
Yeah, no, just a real quick caveat on that, right? So you got two dynamics going there. I'm a sociologist, by the way, guys. So you got two dynamics going there. First off, and there will be a quiz, and yes, it'll be posted on website. So you think about the dynamic, just like you said, that men often brag about their promiscuity, right? So in a gay male relationship, you've got that dynamic going on. That's the first caveat, right? That men are generally a little bit more promiscuous in theory than women, but we know that's not necessarily true. The second thing is that because a lot of gay folks have been shunned by family and friends and other relationships, they're love starved, and it goes back to self-esteem things. So there's you know, affection, and we all know this, right? We want to feel like we're loved. We want to feel affection. We want to feel that people care for us, and it's very prevalent in the gay community when you've been shunned by your family and everything else, that the only thing you can turn to is, you know, another person.
I'll comment on it too, if you don't mind.